Hello and welcome to another set of turns of Dominions 5. I am the False God. We're going to go ahead and jump in here to another set with our EA Pangea game. And we're headed, sorry, I'm just looking at my notes off to the side. Well, notes, looking at what episode we're on. Turn 46. Turn 46, is that right? Yeah, turn 46. Scrolled too far. All right, let's see what we've got. We have the wrong password. Let's try again. That's better. All right, we finished Thumb 7. I think I already talked about the fact that this is probably a little bit of an aggressive research target and that there's potentially other better things we could have done, but I just really wanted to get Charm to try and take advantage of some of the indies that are still out on some of these Unclaimed Thrones. And maybe we get some extra magic diversity that way. No magic site found here. We got a big ol' Etten, which is a pretty cool transform shape. Now it makes it a lot cheaper, which is great. 82 hit points. It has an extra head slot and an extra hand slot in return for one less miscellaneous slot. So this is going to potentially open up, different boosters, different item combinations, sort of a really nice chassis. So that's pretty cool. Back to the rest of it. Harspex is a miss. Blood Slaves are doing poorly still. Battle in Femoria. Let's go ahead and check this out. Just a couple of pretty injured Jade Sorceresses. And a Fomorian King, kitted to the gills. Spear of the Morrigan. So this is a Decay and Life Drain. Unique item from Femoria. An Eye Catcher. Must be planning on fighting some thugs. Ice Helmet, Sun Armor. 4 morale, 3 awe, 25 body protection. Ice Helmet, a little bit of cold resistance. Boots the Messenger, Anti-Magic, and a Burning Pearl. So 26 protection, lots of MR, lots of morale. His attack's decent. And the Eye Catcher is only okay, but it's not too bad. No gems. And he is up against... Oh, we got Moss Body, it looks like, coming out from both of these characters. Not sure why they both need to do it, but fine. And not too much over here. Chewed Skin Shifters. Okay, these are not... I take it back. These are not nothing. Although they're all cursed. I don't know why literally all of the... Okay, this one's not. But a lot of them are cursed. Okay, wow, this unit is cursed. Cursed. Okay, somebody must have a spell that curses people because that's crazy. And then this Alkanost, which has a bunch of gems, but isn't a mage. Though it is a priest. So it's obviously casting Divine Blessing. I guess this is holding on to these gems as like a flyer so it can give them to someone, but I don't know where that someone would be. So Holy Avenger Protection. Moss Body obviously came out. Healing Touch. Mist Form. No, Liquid Body, Mist Form. Panic. Mirror Image. I mean, I like this Fomorian King's chances, I think. Well, that guy exploded in a whole bunch of colors. Panic's not a great spell. I think that these two are going to get killed, but... I think this Fomorian Giant is in pretty healthy shape. He's working his way through. We got some bears turning. There goes a Moss Body. Yeah, there goes both his helpers. But they don't currently appear to be getting particularly close to... Oh, actually, one layer of defense is down. They do have... they've got Blood Bond. Gonna make it a little bit tougher for him to actually kill them all at once, right? These guys just have a ton of HP. Now he has access to Blood Vengeance, so anybody that does hurt him is taking some damage. Now he's no regeneration. Oh no, I take it back. He has 10% regeneration. Must have been cast on him because he doesn't have any from items. But I think he's in good shape here. They don't appear to be dealing anywhere near enough damage to break him down. His defense is already, yeah, it's already at 0, so there's not really many ways for more damage to come in than already is. So ultimately, this looks like it's going to cost Roos a decent number of the skin shifters in return for 2. Oh! Another layer of defense down. Do these guys berserk? Yes, they do. So it is going to be a fight to the death. If they can pop his moss body, they may still have a chance. What's he at? 108? Of course, some of these are retreating. They must have fatigued out. He's getting them. Can't get too distracted though, right? Got to keep hitting one. Otherwise, they're gonna heal up, passing everything on to their buddies. Looks like he's got this one though. All right, yeah. So he loses 2 Jade Sorceresses, but he kills 20 Skin Shifters and 4 Jade Maidens. And that's in Fomoriya, so he needed to free his capital there. Little bit of light raiding. 1 druid. That's neat. Let's see what this druid is doing. Oh my goodness, the druid is on fire. He's got a charcoal shield, a coral blade, and a lion pelt. Doing earth power. And iron skin. Okay, makes sense. And then blessing. Because, yeah, they've got that blood vengeance bless and regen. That's right. The regen is in their bless, of course. Astral shield. Okay. So this is, what is this, a 10? No, 15, 20. So 25 gems. Cheap chassis. Relatively cheap anyway. I mean, yeah, you know, sort of, obviously you need to use what you've got, and this is going to be effective. I do think that this, 28 protection is pretty darn good. So you definitely people are gonna have a hard time cutting through this guy, but it does seem a little bit, just as a human, seems a little bit vulnerable. But yeah, nice little effective raid there. We get attacked by Zib. Satis breaks some more. Zib gets another province from Vanheim. We get a ping here. Lanka attacks Agartha just to see what's up. And we can see they've got a good number of Seal Guard, some Claymen, and then some Fiery Boys. Pretty kitted out Oracle of the Dead here as like a thug. 5 Earth. Just straight up. Because, yeah, none of these not boosted by anything. Subterranean Fires. And then some also, random an engraver. The dude's a researcher. What is he doing in combat? Iron skin, yeah. I mean, he's just, okay. It's interesting. Very interesting. We got a province that they didn't put PD in. Ubar takes out some Ivy men. Here we pinged this throne, Anuki the Underworld, Jaguar Tribe Priests, Priesta, Shade Lord. I don't remember. This is the one, okay, in the middle of our land. We get attacked by Zib in another province. We got an adventure and heroes. That's the second time we've gotten that. A monster boar, which we need to deal with, courtesy of Gaia. -10, +10. We were able to defeat the Dark Vines. And we have some people starving, so we got to deal with that. Okay. So, sort of around, we've got Maverni retook this. I mean, Maverni's still looking pretty healthy. Fomoriya, obviously there was a fight on Fomoriya, but they appear to have cleared them off. So they're definitely struggling. Really depends what this army can get done. Gelatinous cubes. But yeah, Marverni and Agartha still look pretty intact. It looks like, though, that Fomorra is in some trouble. Yomi's come back in a big way. So, you know, good for them. And whatnot. We are once again trying to stamp out these ridiculous bats. Busy messing with all of our stuff. Pretty silly. There's not that much left. We've got a big force here. We're gonna take out these vine men with it. So I did. All right. So this is an important point, which I think we'd have to check. I don't remember exactly what it looked like last turn. So it has come to my attention, and thank you to the commenter who let me know that you do not gain positive scale benefits except for growth in provinces that have enemy dominion, which I was not aware of. Now, and it would change the way I had done so many things in so many games. The good news for us is that there is no Xibalban dominion in most of these good provinces. We have negative, we've got shitty Agartha dominion in some of our provinces that we absolutely need to get dealt with. So that's bad, but not impacted by this new news. And this one has, shitty Garth. No, this has dominion from the demonic monkeys. Although the only thing it's really giving us is the growth, so that's okay. But we need to get some temples up. But it looks like a lot of got one enemy there. A lot of these that don't have our dominion. This one is under Zib's dominion, although there's nobody here. But a decent number of a decent number of these over here are actually neutral dominion, so we are gaining full scale benefit. Although we need to get Zib dead to gain that benefit in Sorrow and these lands. I think that part of the reason, we had some of the Zib's dominion was in here, some of our dominion was in here. I think all of it got kind of knocked out by the Throne of Gaia events. So, super important lesson that I was not aware of. Not hurting us perhaps as much as it could be in this particular instance, but I know I've definitely just been like, oh, enemy dominion, but it's really nice. Who cares? So that was, I really appreciate that comment. That is certainly valuable. And hopefully anybody else who didn't know it, now you know. Some Harspexes, Earth Boots, again. Call the Wind. Oh, we're casting Call the Winds. We're going to try and knock out some Xibalba stuff. Catch them out. We're casting that at Gorn. Golem, which I think had their Anarchy, hopefully. Yes, try and get these Anarchy out of here. So, see if we can't get these Xibalbans dead. That'll also, obviously, they won't have any Dominion left once that happens, so we'll be free and clear. But I don't think too much else going on this turn. We'll go ahead and jump to turn 47. 47. Okay. We got a Tree Lord staff from Satis, which is pretty nice. He must have found it because we can make them. So, although maybe we don't have construction 6 yet. But either way, we're happy enough to take it. With the Golden Throne was claimed, that's 200 extra gold for us, as well as the ability to make those gold mages, which are pretty great. Missing on some Harspexes, we cast Call the Winds. Let's see if we were able to take out these annoying Xibalbans. No Anarchy here, but we are perfectly effective just the same. We did find a Grove of the Evergreens for a teammate. Walnut Woods was given to us. This is here. And it was given to us because we're going to build a cheap temple lab and then grow a fortress. This has enchantresses. And then we're going to give this, I believe, back to Ubar is the intention. Because those enchantresses obviously don't have a ton of new stuff. I mean, they have they have cross paths that we can get and we need. But a lot of what they have, we have access to already. So we only need, you know, so many before we can sort of give them back. Because Uber doesn't have as much access to some of these things. So that's nice. And Satis certainly doesn't need it. We were able to get a province, no resistance. We lost a centaur, killing an Ivy King. Raiding PD from Vanheim. Sarlich taking out some Ictiids headed underwater. As with every Satis mission, it's a suicide mission. No, he lost out the Long Dead. I don't know if he's going to lightning ball them all to death, if they're going to be killed by other means. Looks like they're mostly going to be killed by the Independents. It's important to remember that Long Dead are poor amphibians, so their stats are pretty bad underwater. And then obviously we know this goes okay. No resistance. Oh yeah, look at this. This is where it's at. Actually, you know, unfortunately you probably won't get to see it, but we've got a Minotaur and some Slingers against a 400 and something, or even more than that, gold cat mage. I'll check what it is after this, but something kind of insanely expensive, capital only, slow to recruit mage. Who's got Horde of Skeletons. And there he goes. Killed by a Slinger. Anarchy dead. Slinger hit Anarchy with ranged attack for 27 points of damage. Because he hit him in the head. And then he interrupted. It doesn't say. It says he was interrupted. I think he got a. We'll watch it again. I think he got a bleed. Maybe. And then he died of the bleed. But I don't know why it wouldn't show it. So yeah, hits for 27. 1. Yeah, profuse bleeding. So then he bleeds out. Tremendous work to that Slinger. Just huge. Let's just double check on that. Xibalba. That is that's a 565 gold slow to recruit mage that just got whacked by our Slinger. Wear a helmet, people. Gotta wear a helmet. Bike, skis, battle with Slingers. Helmets. More raiding and stealing of the land of Vanheim. We lose some population. We have another druid attack from the adventurers. 1,000 gold in Pangea, or 900 gold in Pangea. Very nice. Another white Minotaur. And Xibalba has perished and has left this world. So the rest of the Dominion province is dealt with, and we can now gain full credit for. I guess it'll be next turn that it goes away, but we'll be able to gain full credit for all of the territory we have taken and spread our dominion as we see fit. So that is the official end of the war with Team Blood. A resounding victory for our team. I don't know that we're Team Scales, maybe. We could be Team Go Ubar Go. I don't know that we came up with an official team name, but at present, I think that it would suggest Go Ubar Go is the suggested team name. I mean, look at the yes. So Agartha is we can't see them all the way. Whose scales can we see here? Who is this? Helheim. Okay, Helheim is like a real player, right? Out in the world, still winning theoretically, or at least fighting a war with Marverni, who we know was suffering down here, and then Agartha, who had come down a little bit over here, and then who's this last one? Lanka. No. Yomi. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there wasn't much of Yomi, but he's come back a little bit. But I mean, like, this is a real nation, and we are like 3 times their income, their gem income, and then Ubar is double ours. This is, I mean, it's pretty insane exactly how far ahead Ubar is in terms of stuff. Even, I mean, research-wise, our position is very good. I think our real the risk, of course, is we have to fight the entire world. Which honestly, it depends. We haven't seen everybody's score graph, right? Like, other people could be very strong. We don't know. Rus is over here and over here, so they could be very large. Oceania's in here. Niflheim, we don't really see. I know they're somewhere in here as well. But other people definitely could be strong, but for now, we are looking quite strong. So our spot's great. In terms of how we fought the war, and it took a long time, right? We went to this war somewhere in the 20s, I think, and it's turned 47 now, although a lot of that was spent on cleanup. And it's not quite a, it's a 3v3, it's not a 1v1, so it's always going to take a little bit longer. But I definitely think that we could have won the war faster. I think Sorrow played it very well. Zib, I don't quite understand their decision making. I think they had a lot of opportunities to harry us, and they did sort of after it was too late. But I think if they'd done it the whole time, they could have been in really good shape. Mictlan was trying. I think they're just sort of overmatched. I'm not sure if they hadn't had a chance to get their sort of blood economy online, if we were too fast, or if they had other problems, but they weren't really able to get to the murder kitties before Ubar found them. And we can see Ubar is blood hunting a lot. We can't see the Gulas too much, but all of these provinces with birds, I believe, are Ubar blood hunting. And there's a lot of them. Yeah, so again, that huge gem gap doesn't include all the blood slaves that are going to Ubar. So Ubar is pretty out of control. Although I guess we should probably look at the... Did we look at... Yeah, we looked at all these. Pretty out of control. But Satis did the most damage to Sorrow with those two big fights, and the one in which we saw he lost in the real game but could have won, with a little bit of different RNG. And then we fought in Zabalba, and nothing much all that really happened. But so I think we could have been faster. I think we could have maybe done a little bit more thugging. We could have tried to be in position a little bit better at the start to hit more provinces. I think that we could have done a better job of trying to get forces ready to grab Zabalban raiders. If they had raided us from the beginning, I think we might have had a hard time really sort of dealing with it. So I think there's definitely a lot of room for improvement on our side. I think for the most part, the actual fights were fine. Pangea at this stage of the game felt relatively straightforward to script. So I think that for the most, I'm not saying it was like the highest level, but I think that for my understanding of the game, the fights were staged kind of fine. I think my concern would be more on the strategic and the raiding map, in terms of how I could have really improved that war. And then, as always, I was too slow at getting my Dominion spread. I think I need to once again remember that it is okay every once in a while to not recruit a mage to do things like build temples. But yeah, huge, nice. We're in a great spot. I think we're the largest team, taking a clean 3v1, and then another 1 or a half, or however much you want to count this Vanheim at. They're under siege in 2 places, but we've gone ahead and picked up a bunch of their stuff. Satis busy trying to pick up another couple provinces underwater, and then maybe this one, depending on if somebody else gets there first. So from here, we basically need to get ready to fight the world and take some thrones. We'll see if we're casting anything cool here. Trying to get our blood hunting going. I don't know exactly what the benchmark is for Pan, but I feel like we're way behind it. Auspex. Making a lab, yeah. Not doing too much. Research-wise, we're now headed for Construction 6, so we can join our teammates at Construction 6 and have some better gear. Enchantment 5 and 6. This is going to give us... So, our unique spell, Awaken Hamadryad, can be very helpful. I don't think we're going to be casting it too much at this point of the game, but we can look to it later. Yeah, not a ton for Foul Vapors. Obviously, is a great spell. Hard for us to use super well until we get our own poison resistance. We don't have any in our Bless or anything. And it's obviously pretty late. People should come prepared. Fairy Trod can be very good for moving troops around. And then up at 6, Relief is very, very good. And then with help, we can try and get up to like Rigor Mortis or Heat from Hell, etc. We don't have really great ways to do it, but we have some ways we can try and cobble something together to get up there. We could also start looking at just the Forest Dome isn't like a great dome, but it's something. After that, we're going to go up to Blood 7 to get Vampires. And then really try and turn the Blood economy on that way. So, and we're pretty far behind our teammates in research. So they should have substantially more. I mean, Ubar has twice, no, well, an extra third of our research. So that's a considerable amount of extra spells. He's probably got at least, he's definitely got some 8s if he wants them. I don't think he's got any 9s, because I think you probably are trying to get a bunch of 8s first, but yeah, something like that. So yeah, great position. Now we need to, get our Dominion spread, tighten our grip on it, and then prepare for what will probably be a coalition against us if this war up here wraps up. However, it doesn't currently appear to be. This is something I've heard other people speak of before. This war has been a loss for everyone in the world that's not us. They've been fighting as long as we have. We can see, okay, Rus is back on Femoria with 40 skin shifters. It doesn't really feel like it's going to be enough to take their capital, but certainly, you can stop production. But they've been fighting for a huge amount of time. No one appears to have really won. It's damaged them all tremendously from the score graphs we can see. And it's let an unchecked other team just kind of run away to an early lead. Or, I guess, a mid-game lead. So I think really the onus is on us now to convert this position. Because I don't think there's going to be shrewd diplomacy happening from here, right? If either of these teams can agree to let bygones be bygones in time, maybe they can stop us. Otherwise, I think we'll be able to really turn the corner on this game. So we'll have to see if they're able to come up with that. It's hard, especially in a team game, right? Like if Femoria dies, is Zagartha really going to peace out? Maybe. Is Femoria going to peace, or not Femoria, Marverni going to peace out? Like, I don't know. It's hard when they kill your teammate to really decide, yeah, all right, we're done with this. So, anyways, thanks everybody for joining me. This has been turns 46 and 47. So, thanks, and everyone have a great day. I'll see you on the next one.